When I started my first channel, I threw myself straight into the deep end, with barely any experience in video editing. I got to work and made video after video, making this one around the 130th piece of YouTube content I've made so far. I pretty much taught myself how to video edit from scratch through YouTube. And as you can imagine, through editing all of these videos and ones for work, I've made my fair share of mistakes, especially early on. So in this video, I'm going to show you these and how you can learn from them and apply it to your own videos. Let's get into it. Firstly, when I started editing my early videos, my pacing was way too quick at times. And watching one of my fitness videos almost felt like a roller coaster. It was almost like I had a time limit and I was just trying to race through the video as quick as possible. I would use way too much B-roll where there didn't even need to be any, and every shot had to have a fast zoom for no reason. I think this is because at the time I was watching loads of YouTube advice about retention editing and making sure that the viewer didn't get bored at any point in the video. But evidently I went a bit too far the other way. Watch a bit of this video to see what I mean.
So you want to build muscle quickly. Is the push-pull legs split the best workout split for you to be doing? First off, when you start going to the gym, you need to have a plan. You need to have a plan of what you're doing each session to make sure you're hitting the muscle groups at least 2 times a week.
It was very scatty with things popping up literally everywhere and like ding sound effects. And if there was even a second of dead air, it was getting cut out straight away. The thing is, I would spend hours making these types of videos, literally finding like 50 bits of stock footage per video just to make sure it wasn't just me on camera. When in reality, I probably should have edited it a bit more like these videos. Not only would it have been smoother, but it also would have saved me a lot of time and probably would have helped me get loads more videos out. So what you can probably learn from that is that something doesn't always have to be happening in the video. And you talking for 10-15 seconds is probably better than that. And videos really should be as smooth as possible for the viewer. And with the rise of authentic, more laid-back content, a lot of people just want to relax when they're watching YouTube videos. They don't want to be sent into a roller coaster of epilepsy, ADHD, and all the rest. Another point is around the sound effects. They are good when used occasionally and can be really effective, to be honest. But if they're used a bit too much and a bit too loud, they can sound very gimmicky and just cheap, really. I think some of the best ones to use are just some swoosh sounds, maybe when you're cutting between things, and maybe 1 or 2 dings if you mention something great in the video. Any more than that and it starts to sound like you're in a video game. One thing that I did try a couple of years ago in some of my old videos was green screening, where I'd record in front of a green screen or just use AI to cut me out of the video, and I'd then plonk myself onto the video and put like relevant backgrounds. Whilst green screening and background removal can be really effective, you should use it sparingly. And I don't really think it should be the whole video. I don't know. I think occasionally it can look really cheap if it's pretty obvious that the background isn't your real background. Take a look at these old videos of mine to see what I mean. Like, it can look really good in some moments, but it can just look really ineffective at others. Another thing that I learned that really helps improve edits is the choice of background music. It can really set the mood and tone of your edit and your video story. For example, if you're talking about really struggling to get views on YouTube, you probably start with a more like melancholy kind of track. Or if you wanted to make a really motivating video about how your viewers are going to get 1 million subscribers, you'd want to do something more uplifting and hopeful. What really helped me with this was switching from free copyright music to epidemic sound. This costs me around £15 a month, but for the selection of music and the quality of music you get from it, I'd say it's completely worth it. Another massive thing that can also determine probably how well your videos do and how well they connect with people is using your creativity and your humour in your editing too. You want to make your videos more unique and enjoyable, because there's probably thousands and thousands of people making the same videos that you are. So you need to add your own spin to things, your own way of saying things, your own humour, to make sure that they connect with you and want to come back to you. Where I am at now on this channel, the video editing isn't extraordinary and incredible, although I feel like it's perfect for the type of personal and informative content that I'm making. And I feel like I've learned over the last few years that everything doesn't have to be like hyper-focused editing. And I think especially when you're early on in the channel, over-optimizing your video editing, you're just taking time away from making more and more content. It's funny because one of my old videos on my last channel literally just blown up like 500 plus days after uploads. To see more and how you can make videos that get views for years like that one, watch this video right here. And if you ever want any help with your video editing, go to our website down below. Peace.